Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube video. Today it's going to be talking about the differences between the 426s and the 422s. And of course, a very well-known design. Buck is well known for it. Basically, the Buck 110 light of its time period. And so let's get started talking about them. Now, there's not much differences-wise. The blades are a little bit different over the years, but the handles themselves have hardly changed except with color and a few different designs later on. So, first ones I'll talk about is the two black ones right here. And not much has changed about these lately. Like I said, the only things that have been a few differences over the years is that the little pieces of plastic right here have gotten a little bigger. And which is because these are all from different time periods. This particular one is from 1992, and this particular one is from 1993. So basically 1 year apart from each other. Both the same knife, just a few slightly differences. Like the plastic is a little bit thicker and the blades are a little bit different. Now, of course, this one's been heavily used, so I can't talk about the blade thickness. But the fingernail nicks are a little bit different. This one's bigger than this one. That's really the only difference. Otherwise, it's still the exact same knife. So there's that. Next is the two, what I call purple versions. These are 426s. One is from 1986, and this one is a 1972 to 86. So right around the same year on both of them. Again, not much difference. The blade thickness on this one is a little bit bigger than this one, and the nail nicks are a little bit bigger. This one's smaller, this one's bigger, and not much difference. Still beautiful knives in general. You can't beat a classic. People even still carry these today. Next, moving on to the two black 422s. Again, both from different years. This one is from 1994, and this one is from 1993. So roughly a year apart. So again, not much has changed about them. The blade on this one's a little bit thicker than this one, but the handle design is basically the exact same. No differences besides a little bit more thicker. The handle on this one may be a little bit thicker than this one, but that's about it. Beautiful pieces. Again, it's hard to believe. And then last but not least is the green 422. And the reason why I'm not talking about this one is because this one is a little bit different. It's a 422 handle, but this one I actually sent into Buck, and they replaced the blade for me since the original one was sharpened to a toothpick. So they actually took the blade out and replaced it with a Buck 112 blade of the current 2021. It's still a 422, but it's still also a 112 too. So, but the handles I can at least talk about a little bit. Now, the handle design changed a little bit over the years. As you can see, the casting's a little bit different. This one's more squared off. This one's more rounded. Otherwise, they're both from the same time period. And then, of course, I'll also throw in these two modern ones. These are both actual Buck 110 lights. Both are very modern. This one I bought from Atwoods, and this one I bought from Tractor. No, this one I bought from Walmart. And both are from two different years. This one is from 2020. This one's from 2020, and this one is from 2019. So roughly a year apart, but still the exact same, just different colors, which is what I like. Hopefully I can find a blue and a green one. So not much has changed. Blade thickness is the same, which that's my main point is back in those days, you couldn't get something that's the exact same as the other thing. You could nowadays, if you buy modern ones, of course, they're the exact same, just a few differences like colors and maybe this hang stamp, but otherwise that's different. And the only difference between the orange one, because this one is a specialty one that comes in its own little tin, so it has a different style handle than the modern one, as you can see. But other than that, they're still the exact same knife. And another thing I'll throw in is my 112 Light Ranger. Again, this one was given to me by my father. A little bit different, as you can see, when you compare it to the older versions. A little bit different. No finger grooves, just a simple shape of a Buck 112. And it has a pocket clip, of course, because none of these were ever made with pocket clips. So that's a nice design invented by Buck. So that's the main thing is, yes, the older ones may look slightly different than the other, which is common with old knives like this. And when you buy modern ones, they look the exact same. So that's my main point is the older ones may look a tad different, which is what I like and what most collectors like. And the modern ones, of course, look the exact same. You can buy the same one from 2019 and buy same one that the year 2021 and they'll look the exact same, just different years. So that's my point on the buck lights. And in another video, I will redo that video I did of my buck 110s because I've gotten a whole lot of more 110s since that video. So I'll end it right here. Hopefully you learned a few things. And as always, stay sharp and keep collecting buck.